This mask combines quality, precision, and reliability all in one package. From the land of the rising sun, this is the Gull Luvos. In this video, I'm going to be going over the technical specs of this mask and also my personal first impressions and thoughts on this product.
Now let's do an unboxing of the Gull Luvos dive mask. You can see when it comes, you can expect it in this box here. Very minimalist design, matte finish, Apple-esque in packaging. Simple with the color code on the side and obviously the model specifications. You pull out the box from the sleeve, you get a nice shadowed Gull Luvos silhouette. Pull out the mask, take out the protective foam pad on top, take the mask out from the tray, and pull out the protective plastic piece in the rear of the lens. Forgive the small smudges on this one, I've already taken this out, but you're left with the Gull Luvos dive mask. In the box, you'll also find a G series pamphlet and kind of a take care card of how to manage taking off the film, protective film on the lenses. And then this G series pamphlet kind of gives you your owner's manual of how to maintain, take it apart, all the details you might need. The Gull Luvos is a single lens dive mask designed to maximize visibility and comfort. It provides a vertical field of view of 105 degrees and a horizontal field of view of 118 degrees, the widest among the Gull's single lens mask lineup. The mask uses a UV AR IR clear lens that blocks ultraviolet rays, includes anti-reflective coating on both sides for more than 98% light transmission, and cuts infrared rays for about 50% to reduce skin aging around the eyes. The skirt features a curled lip and an integrated strap clip that secures a firm but gentle seal, while a drain skirt channels water away during clearing. The DX spec buckle allows one-hand adjustment, even with gloves, and both quick release and fine pinch strap control. A soft damper reduces cheekbone pressure, common in low volume masks, while the overall design minimizes internal airspace for easier equalization and wider peripheral vision. Comfort Fit technology adds a reinforced damper to keep the seal during facial movements and a 3D leak guard that maintains fit around laugh lines and an enlarged, easy to pinch nose pocket to simplify equalization. The mask has an internal volume of approximately 170 cc's and weighs around 266 grams depending on the version. For those seeking added durability, the Luvos G metal variant includes an anodized aluminum frame while retaining the same core features.
So here it is, the Gull Luvos. Here are my first impressions of this mask. And let me give you a little quick preview or background on my experience with Gull, the company, and their products. So currently I use their Gull Stable. It is my favorite snorkel that I use currently, and paired with their mask. Their mask offerings are typically for snorkeling and scuba diving, but I find them to be extremely comfortable. The only downside in terms of spearfishing specifically, the volumes are a little bit higher than your typical spearfishing mask, but I do find a lot of their products to be extremely high quality. Not a lot, all of their products to be extremely high quality, and it seems very, very thoughtful all the way from the packaging to obviously the product like this mask here. So with that being said, I think it's fair to say I'm a big fan of the brand. To full disclosure, they did send me this mask, one to review and give away, but outside of that, nothing else was exchanged. So I'm definitely a little biased because I do genuinely like their products. They're very high quality and kind of the stereotypical Japanese way ethos of over-engineered and extremely thoughtful. It's just shown in their products. So Gull it wins a lot of points in my book. So anyway, first impressions of this mask, I found it to be extremely comfortable on my face. And a quick little tip here, if you're new to snorkeling, spearfishing, or you're just looking for a mask for scuba diving, anything like that, If you're new or you're experienced, here's a little reminder. If you're looking for a mask, a general rule of thumb that you can use is without the back straps to go around your head, take those off or put them to the side, push them downward. If you want to figure out if a mask fits you right, you're going to put it up to your face, suck in a little bit with your nose, very slightly, put your head down, and the mask shouldn't fall off, and you shouldn't need to feel like it's trying to cling on too tightly. It should feel natural, and that's why I highly recommend, even though I love this product, everyone's face shape is very different, so be sure to go check out your local dive shop, support them as well, and try to make sure this fits the way it should. So anyway, with that out of the way, I really love the mask. Very similar to their Vader line, but one thing I really appreciate is a little design element, I think. But the bezel or the outside frame of this mask is hard to pick up on camera, but it's like a matte finish. And I feel like, I think it looks really awesome, and the colors they have are really great, feels very premium, but I just love that matte finish. Fits on the face like you just saw for me personally, really, really nicely. Their adjustable strap mechanisms on the side of the masks are very, I guess, like tactile, but when you want them to be free flowing, like when there's no pressure, pulling pressure, you can easily adjust it. But once there's tension, like once it's on, it clicks really, really nicely. So I do appreciate that. The field of view is really, really amazing. And I think the most notable thing I find to be true with all their Gull masks so far that I've seen and used, the silicone they used is very flexible and pliable around your eye, which makes for a great seal. So overall, a great mask. I would say if you're scuba diving, I think it's a great choice. That's their bread and butter, it seems like. Scuba diving and just snorkeling. For scuba diving and free diving, where you would want a little bit less volume, so you have less air you need to move when you depressurize. I think if you're starting to go a little deeper, I'm not sure if I would recommend this, just because it is a little larger. You get a fantastic field of view, but it's a lot more air you have to adjust and move. But if you're just snorkeling around, you just want something really comfortable, if that's your priority, can't go wrong with this. I would say highly recommend it, try it out. Price point wise, it is a lot more than your average dive shop mask, but I would say try it out for yourself. Buy once, cry once, but outside of the price, find a mask that fits right for you. You could spend a ton of money on a mask or very little. It doesn't matter if it doesn't fit you correctly. So prioritize that over the price. And but yeah, those are my final thoughts on the mask. Beautiful product. Like I said, they're not paying me to say this. I genuinely love their products. So check them out, Gull. More about the company in the description. But there it is, the Gull Luvos.